Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's DLloyd, man. So what is going on with the Brooklyn Nets and Kevin Durant, and I guess you could throw in Kyrie Irving as well, as two premier players, two top 5, maybe top 7 players in the NBA, maybe go as far as top 10, are just not showing up in game 2 of the playoffs, especially after they had a 17-point lead. They let that lead dwindle away, and in the fourth quarter, they just looked completely out of it. They couldn't make a shot. I believe they were 1 for 17 combined between KD and Kyrie in the second half shooting. And they just looked really out of place. You were listening to them after the game, and Kevin Durant's kind of complaining or insinuating that, yeah, I'm getting 2 or 3 people guarding me at once. They're following me all around the court. And those things are somewhat troubling to hear, mainly because, yes, KD, he's in the playoffs. He is the guy. He doesn't have, Steph and Clay around them to take some of the pressure off. Kyrie Irving is supposed to be that guy as well to take that pressure off. But of course, he struggled in game 2 as well. You don't have Ben Simmons on the court yet. Hopefully he comes back. Looks like maybe game 4 is more realistic, even though game 3 is a possibility that he could come back. And all of the attention is on Kevin Durant. And the way the Celtics are playing defense, the top defense in the NBA, is we're going to pretty much bully ball. So instead of Jordan rules, you kind of have KD rules. Of course, not as physical as it was back in the 80s and the 90s, but they're definitely in his grill, in his face, trying to make things uncomfortable for him. And it looks like the Celtics have succeeded, at least in the first 2 games of the series. Right now, they go back to Brooklyn. However, you don't have that fan base behind you, and I do expect things to be slightly different. So you see a lot of people in the media and a lot of people in general kind of writing off the Nets. I don't believe that at all. I think the Nets are going to do their part, and they're going to step up in games 3 and 4, and then all of a sudden we're going to have a series, right? So I think ultimately that is going to happen, but it is troubling to see KD look the way he has looked, and people are now saying he's not the greatest player in the league anymore. I still can't go as far as saying that neither. People do have bad games. Granted, this is a terrible time to have those games, and this is not the comments that you want to hear afterwards, right? But I do think he will figure things out. I do think they will make they'll make a few adjustments, not a lot of adjustments, but they will make some adjustments. And of course, now coaching is something that's going to take place as well, right? What are the adjustments are the Nets going to make? Because we don't know what Steve Nash is going to do. He hasn't really been in a scenario where he has to make pretty big adjustments, and he needs to make some pretty quick. So ultimately, we'll see what happens. I just want to throw my 2 cents in there because a lot of people right now are writing off Kevin Durant as what's going on with them. Can they turn things around? I think just the physical nature of the series is what is affecting KD, right? He's going to have to figure something out. He is definitely good enough to do it, and I think them going back home in Brooklyn in Barclays will help out a ton with that, and then we'll see from there. My original pick was the Brooklyn Nets to win this series. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little scary because on one hand they don't have Ben Simmons, so you figure maybe Ben Simmons comes back, he can help out. But if Robert Williams comes back, he helps out too, man. So let me know what you guys' thoughts and opinions are surrounding the Brooklyn Nets and mainly Kevin Durant. We've never seen him like this. Do you think he bounces back? Do you give him a pass? Or are you one of the guys that says this shows that maybe he's not the best player in the league? Because I will admit, if this was LeBron, everybody would be all over him. Probably worse than it is right now, man. So let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. It's DLloyd. I'm gonna see y'all next time. Peace.